On today's show, we're previewing our drink of the day from the Rio Grande Cafe.
And I had a chance to go up and cover opening weekend at the Sundance Film Festival, and today we will be showing you highlights from the red carpet premiere of Colette. All this happening right now on Talk 365. Here we go.
So last year, and you were up at Sundance.
Okay.
And you got a chance to interview the people in the movie, producer, director, and star of The Big Sick.
Yes.
Which was my favorite movie of all last year.
And we've talked about it a ton this year because we both saw it and we actually both like the same movie, which is sort of a little miracle.
It is totally a miracle. However...
And it was an independent film and the critics liked it. But anyway, continue.
I saw last weekend The Post, which is my favorite movie of the year.
Okay.
And what was very funny in the Golden Globes, and when Seth Meyers was opening, he talked about this movie. It only has the greatest director in modern times, Steven Spielberg.
Sure.
The best actor of the last 30 years, Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
And by far and away the best actress, but you should say actor because Meryl Streep is
Same
the best.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and it was
the
funny,
board.
a production assistant brought out a wheel, like a cart with Golden Globes, just saying, we're going to give it to him. And ironically enough, it didn't win. Another movie that I hate, Three Billboards, won. But
He's not a fan of that.
But The Post is why they make movies. It is just such a...
It was that good. I've not had a chance to see it yet, but do you think it's going to win the Oscar?
If it doesn't, it's a ripoff.
Really?
This is coming from someone who's only seen a couple of the movies, but
Yeah.
I have definitive taste. But this is just so intelligent, and Tom Hanks is so wonderful. And a lot of people may remember the Watergate movie from 35 years ago with Jason Robards, played Ben Bradley, and Tom Hanks does it so well.
Really?
He is just spectacular.
Well,
and I remember, I'll go back
really cool.
100 years ago when Sundance started.
It was 33 years ago, but
The
close
movie
enough.
Splash was a big part. And Splash is not a Sundance movie. Daryl Hannah and Tom Hanks, directed by Ron Howard. It's a commercial movie, but it was up there, and that's the first time.
It premiered at Sundance. Well, that's what they do. The premiere category of films pretty much happens at Sundance because people choose to take their film and premiere it at the festival instead of, somewhere in Hollywood.
And to go back 33 years ago, and Robert Redford, who's an amazing Utahn, though he didn't grow up here, had this festival come up to Park City, and it was such a small deal. And I think it really hit its nadir maybe 8-10 years ago, and Billy Crystal was hosting the Oscars, and 4 out of the 5 films were Sundance films. And he joked, welcome to Sundance by the Sea. And now to have all of Hollywood and, they come to Utah. In the world of big business, the big festival's up in Sun Valley. And that is really the communications and big business. So Intermountain West becomes kind of the center of the world for a couple weeks a year, and you love covering it.
Oh, I do. It's always fun. It's like, LA and Hollywood and New York, and all the film people come to our hometown and backyard, and it's never a dull moment in the whole scheme of things. So, question, have you been to a Sundance film this year?
I have not.
So now I have some suggestions. I think you should see Colette, because you could go find it at the Broadway. Or, actually, I don't know that for sure, because only during the festival because it's not been picked up yet, which we'll explain more in our next segment. But definitely Believer. Now, HBO. Do you have HBO, access to HBO?
I do.
Then you should definitely check out Believer when it comes out. And then the other one, Come Sunday, is another one that will be coming down the pipeline. I believe that one was on Netflix, which we got a chance to interview that cast and crew, and that will be happening in one of these days coming up here soon. A future segment here, but all really cool movies I'm super excited to see, but I have an announcement for you.
Okay, well, we've got to take a short break. Can the announcement wait? Wait would be what I wanted to say.
I guess it will.
That's perfect. When we come back, we have an announcement. That's an incentive to sit through these short, brilliantly produced advertisements, as the British would say.